Hey everyone, I'm Case Aiken. Now, some of the best fallen Superman examples are the ones that are morally gray, son. So for this Superman analog, let's chat about Invincible's dad, Omni-Man. Now, obviously there are going to be some major spoilers from the comic series Invincible, going well beyond what we've already covered in season 2 of the show so far. So, spoiler, 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 spoiler. Anyway, you know what? Actually, here's just another spoiler tag just in case. Spoiler. Good? Cool. Alright, you've been warned. Now, I've often described Invincible as the Western comics version of Dragonball Z. The action is comparable, and the power levels in play are equally over the top. The primary alien race, the Viltrumites, map pretty analogously to the Sayans too. Even though the series opens with Omni-Man being a protector, officially sent from a benevolent race to guard Earth, we find out that he's more of a shepherd protecting a flock from wolves, while preparing us to be slaughtered for a feast. He secretly took steps to eliminate other heroes, such as the Guardians of the Globe, a Justice League-inspired team. This is, by the way, where we get the power scales established. Invincible is a series rich with characters who could pass for Superman. We established early on that Omni-Man is a head above most, and later find out that he's not even the toughest member of his race. Like I said, Dragonball Z. Nolan Grayson, Omni-Man, reveals all this to his son Mark, aka Invincible, and it doesn't go well. Mark tries to protect Earth, but he's just a teenager and very new at this, and we are treated to our first devastating super fight that the series becomes known for. The kicker is that Nolan can't finish it. This begins one of the huge themes of the series. How do you handle great power? Nolan comes from a culture dedicated to the hoarding of power and the advancement of their own species. Both he and Mark go on a journey over the run to define what is the greater good and what is moral. After fleeing Earth and being away for a long time, Nolan shows up again, summoning Mark to aid him in defending the world he had fled to after their fight. He's become a monarch at the behest of these aliens and has started to understand the responsibility of power and the value that others bring to the table. He was growing. The Viltrumites attack, seeing both Nolan and Mark as traitors to their species, kicking off the larger plot that guides the rest of the series. We're reminded how powerful they are, showing them easily handling Mark, who has become quite the veteran at this point in the series. Despite them putting up a fight, Nolan is taken, but Mark is spared. Nolan then goes on a journey to understand what his species' role in the universe is. He comes to understand the pain they caused, but also holds on to hope that they can be redeemed. The arc of Omni-Man is one of a heroic facade crumbling to reveal a villain, only for that villainy to wither in the face of love and responsibility. Nolan, and frankly Mark/Invincible as well, goes through the stages of comic book heroism, beginning as a childish save the cat from the tree type to a philosophical and pensive hero adolescently grasping for meaning as he leads a coalition of planets against his own people, finally coming to understand that his strength is meaningless next to his ability to leave, assuming the adult role with all the burden it entails as he eventually becomes sovereign for the Viltrumite people and leads them away from their violent lifestyle. Most of the main characters in the book have great arcs. Nolan is no exception. Robert Kirkman did a beautiful job with this aspect of the series. Lastly, this is a character where we get direct comparisons to Supermen outside of just their own franchise. Omni-Man actually fought Supreme, and it's no surprise. Seeing as how Omni-Man shares some direct design similarities, they also come from more reflective commentaries on the genre. Invincible is one of the best Superman analog series ever, and I encourage everyone to check it out. It's a series that actually sticks the landing. But next time, we're going to be talking about a Superman analog that has gone up against the Man of Steel himself pretty directly when we talk about Zod. But until then, stay super, man. Hey everyone, I just wanted to thank you for staying to the end of the episode. Please do all the YouTube stuff, liking and subscribing and all of that. Thank you. We've been getting really great feedback here, and I love to see this channel grow. So thank you for that. Also, check out the podcast that goes along with this. It's at certainpov.com. There's a ton of great shows there, so check those out. But, just thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great week.